Hello friends, welcome to Kamath Astrology. In today's video, we will talk about Mars moving through Gandhanta between 31st May 2025 to 9th June 2025, and this transit of Mars through the Gandhanta zone will have a very huge impact on India and Pakistan. So we will do a detailed analysis in this video as Mars passes through Gandhanta. Now, this is the chart as on 31st May 2025, and Mars enters the Gandhanta zone on 31st May 2025. Now, for those of us who are not familiar with what is Gandhanta, let us try to understand this. Now, if you see this chart, Mars is currently transiting the watery sign of Cancer. And on June 7th, Mars will move into the fire sign of Leo. Now, whenever a planet transits through the last 3 degrees 20 minutes of a water sign and the first 3 degrees 20 minutes of a fire sign, it is said to be in the Gandhanta zone. This is the border area where water meets fire and there is intense steam or smoke. So now, what is Mars? Mars is the planet of war. Mars is the planet of aggression. And on 31st May, if you see, Mars is at 26 degrees 40 minutes. That is when the Gandhanta zone starts. In fact, when Mars transits through the last pada of Aslesha Nakshatra and the first pada of Magha Nakshatra, it will be in Gandhanta. So the last 3 degrees 20 minutes of the Cancer zodiac sign and the first 3 degree 20 minutes of the Leo zodiac sign, when Mars is transiting this zone, it is said to be in Gandhanta. And any planet in Gandhanta is highly agitated or disturbed. It is like a knot. The planet feels a bit suffocated in this zone. Now, on 31st May 2025, Mars starts transiting through the Gandhanta. On 7th June 2025, he moves into the sign of Leo. And then till 9th June 2025, he will transit through the first 3 degree 20 minutes of Leo sign. So that is the point of time till which Mars remains in Gandhanta. Now let us analyze the impact of this transit on India. Now India has the Taurus ascendant, and therefore Mars rules the 7th house, which represents opposition, partnerships, alliances, and the 12th house of Aries, which represents losses, foreign elements, covert operations, expenses. Now Mars is transiting the 3rd house of Cancer, and then it is going to move into Leo. So what is the 3rd house? 3rd house represents a country's neighbors. It represents the courage of the country. It represents the defense of the country. It represents media, communication, and short conflicts. Now in Cancer zodiac sign, Mars is considered as debilitated because it is a water sign and Mars is a soldier. So Mars somehow is uncomfortable in the sign of Cancer. But if you see, when the Gandhanta starts, Mars is with Moon, who is the ruler of Cancer zodiac sign. And therefore, for 2 days, there is a Neech Bhang Rajyog. Mars is not weak. For 2 days after 31st May 2025, Mars is still powerful. And then the Moon moves into Leo. Now, what does the 3rd house of Cancer represent for India? It represents our neighboring countries, it represents our borders, and Mars represents the armed forces. Mars represents our courage, our passion, our defense. And when this Mars passes through the Gandhanta zone, there can be sudden events, military posturing, terror-related disturbances near the border. So, Mars, when passing through the Aslesha Nakshatra, that is at 28 degrees in the Cancer zodiac sign, Mars is considered debilitated. And Aslesha represents a snake waiting to strike back. So here Mars engages in covert operations, diplomatic manipulation, and once Mars enters the Leo zodiac sign, it gains strength. So in Leo zodiac sign, Mars enters the house of valor, strength, authority, and that suggests assertive or retaliatory action. So the Gandhanta window, that is between 31st May 2025 to June 9th 2025, is a very volatile period where border tensions and skirmishes will take place. In my previous video, I told you that the conflict between India and Pakistan will escalate between 15th May 2025 to 15th June 2025. And today, 7th May 2025, India has launched the first attack on Pakistan. So, while others thought that the country is doing a mock drill and we will take a few more weeks to retaliate, India has already done what is necessary today itself. Now this conflict is not going to stop here, it is going to further escalate. Pakistan will also retaliate. So this is going to happen. And when Mars passes through Gandhanta, that is between 31st May 2025 to 9th June 2025, there will be intense action. Now, as long as Mars remains debilitated until 7th June 2025, the weak Mars will cause internal unrest in India, possible border tensions, intelligence and security lapses, and covert attacks. Now, as it crosses the Gandhanta, there can be sudden events, military posturing, and terror-related disturbances near the border. And once Mars enters Leo on 7th June 2025, it is going to meet Ketu in the 4th house for India. Now, 4th house shows domestic affairs, including security, masses, and public sentiment. Now, as Mars is transiting through the Gandhanta, that is the first 3 degrees 20 minutes of the Leo zodiac sign, or the first pada of Magha Nakshatra, it will cause heightened internal tension or unrest. Border tensions, 3rd house relates to neighboring countries and communication. Mars here will increase the border tensions. Now from 7th June 2025, Mars will be with Ketu, and that can indicate headless actions such as terror attacks within our country. So overall, what I wish to suggest is that from 31st May 2025 to this 9th June 2025, we need to be extremely careful, and the conflicts will escalate between India and Pakistan in this time period. So friends, if you like this video, please mark it as liked on YouTube. If you have not subscribed to our channel, you can do so by clicking the subscribe button. For any queries, write to us at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com. You can also visit our website astroseva.tripod.com. So friends, thanks a lot. Bye. Take care and remain safe. Now one more thing is, the 3rd house is the house of media and communication, and Mars rules the 12th and 7th house in India's chart. So you can see foreign elements causing lot of false narratives in the media, and this will also be a problem for India. So Mars as the ruler of 7th and 12th house in India's horoscope suggests that foreign countries will help the opposition, that is Pakistan, in retaliatory attacks against India, and this is not a good thing. Foreign media will try to spread narratives against India, and there will be a lot of false narratives in the media overall when Mars passes through this Gandhanta zone. So that is also one thing we need to be aware of.